So like, give us 1 second. Oh,
Yep.
all right. All right, shalom, shalom. All right, before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Hakwadash, Babu Kusha. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us His truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in all truth and sincerity. To you, we say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, it's the brothers from Great Millstone, Charlotte, coming back with another Lord willing, edifying lesson to feed the elect of the nation of Israel. And pretty much in this lesson, we want to go into how pretty much, the Babylonian dream has failed, man. All right, this place, America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, man. This place is literally falling before our eyes. And this is what we constantly come out and prophesy against, because the Most High has, foretold of the great destruction that's going to befall this place, man. And so, what came out, this week, I believe it said that the United States drops out of the 20th happiest countries in the world, and this is just a testament to show how we are constantly, bringing out how the Lord is destroying this place, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is the first time this has happened since they started taking these census. So this is the first time that America has actually dropped out of being, the top 20 of happiest places to live. Showing that the Lord is taking the mirth out of Babylon.
Matter of fact, since you said that,
I got a quick one.
go ahead.
It's Isaiah Yeshaya chapter 24 and verse
That's
8.
Go up a little bit.
Con.
Go up to let's see what verse 4 says.
This is Isaiah 24 and 4. It says, the earth mourneth away and fadeth away. It's a lot. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, and the world languisheth and fadeth away.
Right, and why is the earth mourning? Because Babylon, which is the epicenter of wickedness here, all right, this place has pretty much polluted the whole world with this, Western philosophy, which when you look at the way that this world is going, it's destructive. Everything that America has pushed forth has brought forth destruction in the earth, man. So therefore, the earth is suffering for it, man. Go ahead.
It says, the haughty people of the earth do languish.
Yeah, the haughty people of the earth do language, because the people that pretty much, that run this society, all right, they're running this place into the ground. They're destroying the very earth that we all have to live on, man. Go ahead.
The earth also is defiled under their inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Right, and how does the earth become defiled, man? Because you got these people pushing GMOs, all right, they're spraying chemtrails in the air, they're polluting the water, all right, they're pretty much, confusing the people, all right, telling the people they can change their God-given sex, tell them they can pretty much do as thou wilt, and all this, disorder that Esau has brought throughout the earth has caused this whole place to pretty much be, a very, depressed, destructive, planet to live on, man. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is, showing us why order is so, importantly needed in this world, man. All right, and this is why the Americans they're suffering, because all the lawlessness, the anti-Messiah like thing that's being pushed here in America is finally bringing the chickens home to roost, man. And these people are seeing the consequences of what this stuff has brought in the earth, man. Keep going.
Verse 6. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Right, and that's going to go into, when America is finally destroyed via the ICBM nuclear missiles that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to cause these different nations to shoot over here, all right, and cause America to be destroyed and never inhabited again, man, like you read at the end of Isaiah 13. Go ahead.
The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, and all the merry-hearted do sigh.
Right, and this is why you see it's the whole, spirit of depressed. During the pandemic, it was a term that was used. I want to say.
It was language.
Yeah, look, can you look at that definition up, Baba Bashar?
Mm-hmm.
And you see what that said with blue letter?
Con, for language.
Con.
Yeah, I think it was like verse 4.
Verse 4, verse 7.
7.
Okay, kind of like it.
I was like, look up the
The definition.
definition.
Okay,
Yeah.
kind of.
But you can go to blue letter.
God says, H535, Amal says to be weak, to droop, to languish, to be exhausted, grow feeble, to be weak.
Yeah, and this is what we see that has happened with America, man. All right, that's why you had that the scripture. I'm gonna get this real quick in the book of Second.
Just a little bit more.
Kind of, I got you real quick. Let me bring this out. This is Second Ezra chapter 14, verse 17. It says, "For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evil decrease upon them that dwell therein." Because as it says, the earth is languishing. Okay, the world is suffering, and as long as Esau Edom has been in power, as generations go by of him ruling, he has destroyed the earth and made it weaker, man. And everything is suffering. That's why the people are weaker, the animals are weaker, the earth itself is weaker. Everything is suffering through this man's rulership, and as he has increased in power, evils have increased in the earth, which is why we see all types of turmoil and things going on right now, man. You know? You got it.
Kind of going back to the definition for languish, it says amal. It says to languish, use of plants hanging down their heads, in which if a plant is hanging down its head, essentially it doesn't have any life in it. So Babylon don't have any life in it anymore.
Yeah. Look at the people. You see all you see on social media, Instagram, TikTok, people complaining. Like I seen brothers doing videos, and that one Edomite that was crying in the car. This place, we need to take this country back. I want to eat. That's the spirit of these people, man, because they have now come to the realization that these elites are bleeding everybody and everything dry, man. Any more?
Can you remember that, brother?
From the definition, I'll keep going in Isaiah.
That was the definition.
I got the definition of language just in the dictionary, the Oxford language. It says lose or lack vitality. The water, brother.
And vitality is another word for pretty much life.
Grow weak or feeble. Suffer from being forced to remain in an unpleasant place.
Right, and that's what you see here, man. Like a good example, you have back in America's early days, you had the pretty much the male movie stars. You see guys like Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Them on two I can think of on top of the head right now. The big buff. The average Edomite man was looked at as manly. And you look at today's action heroes, man. You fucking Tom Holland from Spider-Man. Doctor Strange. These little puny, nerdy looking Edomites is the pretty much the epitome of the American masculinity, man. And that shows this place has gotten weak, man. Women are more masculine than the men here now, man. And that contributes to why America is depressed. Is a depressing state, man, because order is no longer here. Okay.
Isaiah 24:7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth.
Right, man. The mirth of the tabret ceaseth. Everything is pretty much dead now, man. There's no life here anymore, man. All right. The mirth of the tabret. That's the life of the party. The music, the festivals. All that's done. There's no life in none of this stuff anymore, man. People go to these concerts and these, different things, and you can tell, like, they're forcing themselves to try to have fun, man.
The American Independence Day is coming up. You don't see people talking about that. The only thing people talking about dealing with these holidays, we get the day off of work.
Right.
That's the only thing.
We get holiday pay.
We get holiday. That's all people was talking about.
Even with people going to work and stuff like that, Gen Z, they don't even want to work no more. So, like the economy, like in Egypt, how Jake was pretty much making the economy thrive. Jake don't really want to work nowadays.
Yeah. Brother sent an article, dealing with Gen Z. See if I can find that title real quick. I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna read the title. I said that Gen Z wants to be like what NEETs. That's what it said.
They're not going to training. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to go to the military. So like Can I get a quick one real
Go
fast?
ahead, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 15. It says, verse 14, it says, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof,
Mm-hmm.
and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, and the drunken man staggereth in his vomit, which that word perverse goes into, I'm going to go into it, it says, should be awa'ayim, yeah, awa'ayim, and it essentially means, it says, warping, distorted, perverting, you see, so pretty much going off the path of righteousness, and that's what we see. That's why we see, you know, excess amounts of moles, you know, essentially pretty much a place with no morale or no morality. Verse 15 it says,
If I can add to that point real quick, you have a term called dandyism, you know, and pretty much dandyism is like a shift to where, you know, people, you know, pretty much, you know, go towards a decadent lifestyle to where everything is going to like licentiousness or lewdness, man. You know, it's no morals, all right? Which, you know, you spoke about the increase of Mo activity, and history always shows that when a society is on its way out, all right, it's an increase in Moism, you know, transformerism, you know.
Yeah,
And
low sexual morale.
yeah, and that's a telltale sign that society's on its way out, which you see a high, you know, a high movement for that in America, man. You got
verse 15, Isaiah 19 and 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And that was one way that, you know, ancient Rome went up, because they didn't have no new slave labor to fuel the economy. And that's the same thing that's happening with Gen Z, and then, well, really everybody in Babylon don't really want to work, you know.
Yeah, because what they're doing, they're replacing, you know, the pretty much the workers with AI, you know. But you spoke about the Gen Z thing, so this is off of finance.yahoo.com. It says Gen Z are increasingly becoming neats by choice, not in employment, education, or training. You know, so pretty much these niggas don't want to do shit with their lives, man. And there was another article that had came out that pretty much said that I believe it was like 80% of Gen Zs want to be social influencers. So that's the career path that they're choosing instead of, you know, doing like career jobs, man. You know.
Yeah, and the elites are okay with, you know, paying them money because they have the minds of the little ones in the society, which is going to be the next, you know, ones who would be, you know, the up and coming, the generations that's going to be, you know, easily accessible to Satanism, do as thou wilt,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Being sheeples for the elites.
And the reason that is because, and I want to say this real quick before I make that point. I said 90%. The actual study was 50% of Gen Z aspire to become social media influencers. But off of the point you said, the reason why why these people are more susceptible, because they said when you're able to convince, you know, society to pretty much question gender, that allows them to be more susceptible to, you know, whatever else they push, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So just like you said, the elites are okay with doing this because they know the people are like putty in their hands now, man.
Yeah, there's a lack of identity here in Babylon the Great.
Exactly.
And without an identity, you don't know who you are.
Exactly.
So you'll mold and be whatever they tell you to be.
That's right.
You got any more, brother? Like Chris said?
We want to go back to Isaiah 24?
Yeah, but you got something. You go ahead real quick.
Okay, this is Job 10 and 21.
8.
It says, before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness, in the shadow of death, a land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness. You know, so here in Babylon the Great, the light, you know, which is supposed to represent, you know, righteousness, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, you know, is really as darkness. You know, what's promoted here is wickedness. That's what's brought to the forefront for people to follow, to people to chase after, you know, and, you know, through that being the case, you know, as it tells us in Matthew 24, you know, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many is waxing cold, right? So there's no, you know, love between one another anymore. And, you know, it's ultimately the judgment of the Lord bringing this place low.
Mm-hmm.
You know, crime is everywhere. You know, crime is everywhere in Babylon the Great. Why do you think either you got to worry about, you know, keeping on to what little you have, you know, trying to beat inflation, but then you actually have people who have fallen out of the rat race, fallen victims to the society, and now they have gone to live a life of crime. That's why you get a constant scam calls. That's why you gotta, look over your shoulder, when you in certain parts of town. You see, because this society is really breaking down. You brothers got it.
At the Isaiah 24 and verse 8, and it says, "The mirth of the tabret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice ended, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it."
Right. Could you get that in the I believe the NIV, Bible Mashal, verse 9?
Isaiah 24 and 9 NIV. "No longer do they drink wine with a song, the beer is bitter to its drinkers."
Yeah, because alcohol was meant to pretty much make a man marry.
Wine.
Yeah, wine salaki was meant to make a man marry, but people drink as a means, as pretty much like an escape to pretty much lift themselves up. And so now these people are drinking, to try to escape their problems, and it's only making it worse, man.
People say give strong drink to them that are ready to perish.
Exactly.
These people are really ready to give up the fight.
Mm-hmm.
They really to go out. That Spells make a mention of that Edomite, which that was a weak, performance of tears right there.
Esau can't cry for man, too.
He was really just frustrated,
Right,
and
right.
he doesn't have any answers. Everything that he's anticipating to, look forward to in the society is crumbling before his very eyes.
Yeah, you had that. I'm pretty sure y'all might have seen that old ass army vet or whatever military branch vet, and he was like crying. He's like, "This is the country that I fought for." And he was in the courtroom or whatever, But this is what we see. The main one that's crying out is these Edomites, because their beloved country is literally they're seeing it crumble, which is why you're going to see a lot of these Edomites take up guns and try to take the country back themselves, like in that movie Civil War, man. You got it, bro.
Isaiah 24 and 10, "The city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, that no man may come in."
Yeah, the city of confusion is Babylon. This place makes no sense on how things are being done, man. All right, you had, starting last year, how pretty much, you got certain cities doing away with the police. So certain crimes that's being committed, you can call 911, and they're pretty much going to tell you, like, look, fend for yourself. If it's not a felony charge, then they're not going to come help you. You got these illegal immigrants that they have let storm the country. Hey, if they squat in your crib, you're gonna be the one that get arrested. Nothing makes sense here in Babylon, man.
I know, right?
You have people that literally that will literally call themselves a woman, but still have their ride and literally just go into the women's bathroom or changing room with their ride and just watch little girls change, man. And all they gotta do is just say, I'm a woman. They can see the whole bulge in their pants. And still, well, he say he's a woman, so you can't really say nothing. This the city of confusion, man. Go ahead.
Verse 11, Isaiah 24 and 11.
Yeah, and it says every house is shut up and no man may come in because, hey, the economy is done. This place is through, which is why you see inflation, shrinkflation. What's some more shit going on?
Watered down of
Stagflation.
Stagflation, yep.
Watered down on they're changing their ingredients.
Yeah, everything's getting more worse.
Yeah. So like you have some products that might have been like better for you, clean eating. Well, they're changing their ingredients. They're changing their products up because they can afford to keep producing the same products. In that level of quality.
Yeah. You see a lot of so-called health stuff, healthy stuff. They're being replaced. What you said was with shoddy ingredients, man. You had a lot of my rib, show me this. You got a lot of these so-called black-owned companies that's supposed to be natural. They're being bought out by these big name companies, and now their products are getting shittier because they're changing their ingredients. So like you said, the cheaper shit. You seen different companies talk about they're changing their stuff, like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you're having not cut you off, but you're having a lot of these companies that started off, they were small, they had integrity, and they're selling out to these bigger companies that are going to water down their products.
That's right.
All for the bag. You know, and they do this because they can't survive.
They can't keep up.
You know, so they sell out, they sell their own people out, you know, and look at the state of the world right now. Look how through people are. Everyone in Babylon the Great has a gut. You know, kids have guts. You know, everyone has a gut here in Babylon. Why is that? No one questions these things.
Yeah.
Have you looked at how ugly people are? You know, people are through out here.
Nah, for real, man.
Like, there's no, it's a, you know, say, you know, they're saying plenty of fish in the sea, but where are they at? You know, everyone's just through out here in Babylon the Great because of the conditions that this world has really been run under. This is the penalty for, you know, wickedness being able to really push itself to the forefront.
Yeah, because what you said, that's actually a scripture. It's in Second Ezra somewhere where it talks about the sodomite seed.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you said. You know,
Shall bring forth monsters. You
oh,
know,
no, that's the mistress women.
the mistress woman shall bring forth monsters. Okay.
The scripture I'm talking about is saying,
The sodomite seed is talking about the philosophies.
and also you can use it for the people too.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
It's the same one though. We don't gotta get it.
no, that's cool. Go ahead.
Isaiah 24:11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
Right, and that's what we've been talking about, you know, for this last few minutes, man. Okay? There's a crying for wine in the street because people want answers. They want a solution. All right? And Esau is going to give you a pseudo answer, which is ultimately him bringing in this new world order. But the true resolution that these people are looking for is a change of regime, man. All right? The kingdom of heaven is what's needed in the earth, man. And so, as this devil, you know, continues to maneuver to bring in his new world order, everything is suffering, man. So there's no more fun. All right? Outside sucks now, man. All right? Nothing is truly beneficial to your spirit except for this word now, man. Okay? Because the shit we used to, you know, take joy in doing, eating, you know, watching, everything is demonic, is whack, you know. I think the original title I had for this lesson, I titled this shit Babylon Sucks, man. And this is why everybody is starting to realize that, which is why America dropped out of the top 20 happiest countries in the world. Because at one point, this place was looked at as that golden city, man. You know? If somebody want to get that in Jeremiah.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah. This, like I said, this place, everybody at one point looked at America as, I need to get over there, man. That's the land of opportunity, the land of the free. You can come over here and chase your dream, become whatever it is, an athlete, a superstar, actor, whatever. You know, they get over here and they're like, this place sucks, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why everybody's leaving. Passport bros, you know, all that, man.
Very true.
On Jeremiah 51.
And 6 and 7. 7 is the point.
Yeah, what was that?
I can read it. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, and we'll start at verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul.
Mm-hmm.
Be not caught up in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon.
Because the point being, flee out of the midst of Babylon, because you got to take your spirit out of this place. Because here it is, you got Jake seeking comfort here, man, and you're not going to find it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Babylon literally was not meant to bring comfort, man. All right, this place literally, Amargo, which is the original way of how you say America, literally means bitter. The brother goes in all the time, man. Myrrh. Myrrh is bitter, man. And that's what America is. It's bitter, man. This is a bitter captivity that we have been, you know, forced to, you know, be in for generations, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
now the Lord is getting to a point where he's ready. He's done with it. You know, which is why we're seeing this place being slowly destroyed from the inside out. So I just cut you off.
No, you good. Go ahead. I was going to look for this precept. I'll get after this. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
Mm-hmm.
The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Right, because this is why you're seeing everybody beginning to call out America, man. All right, they seeing that this place is wicked. All right, and through Western philosophies, you know, this place has poisoned the minds of these different countries that have, you know, gotten in bed with Babylon, man. You know, if you want to go into the lesson you did about the East and the West, you know, things like that, that'd be a good thing to go into. But like I said, this place has poisoned the minds of these different nations to the point to where their societies are beginning to be affected. Their cultures is being phased out to accept the American way of living, man. You know, this is why you got a lot of heathen that come over here to Babylon that they don't want to go back to the country because they know if they did, all right, they will be put to death, man. You know. Everybody had the precept.
Kind of, I got a quick one.
Mhm.
This is Ayuab, Job 8, and verse 7. It says, "Though thy beginning was small, yet thy latter end should greatly increase. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers." And when you go into the, you know, the former times, you know. So let me get this word for former, and it says Ra'ashwan, and it says primary, former ancestors. You know, scriptures say to Jeremiah 6:16, you know, pretty much to walk in the ways of old. And when you go into that word Quadam, you know, east, it goes into what's already ancient, what's already perpetual, what's proven, you know. So when you go into the west, you know, when you think about the west, it ultimately goes into like what they call contemporaryism. You know, something that's not very, it's temporal, you know.
Yeah, can you read that verse 7 again in that?
Job 8 and 7.
Where it said the beginning was small?
Con.
Yeah.
I think it's talking about Job though.
Oh, okay, kind of, you go ahead then.
Con.
Yeah, I got a precept. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 20.
Sounded
You know, this is Deuteronomy 4 and 20. "And the Lord hath taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day." You know, and they describe, you know, Egypt as an iron furnace. You know, that's how, you know, that's going into the harshness of the captivity that we were serving in the time of Egypt. You know, and that's the same thing now. You know, it goes into figuratively in the blue letter, Strong's H 1270. It says harshness, strength, oppression, right? So the same thing, you know, that which is in us now, you know, is dealing with Babylon the Great. You know, this is a very harsh, you know, society that you live in, to where when you walk out your doors, you know, you get all congested. You know, this food that, you know, makes you inflamed.
Yeah.
You know, you're breathing in toxins and chemtrails all over the place. You wonder why. You have a hard time focusing. You know, you know, everyone's addicted to these chemicals and the food and to the technology.
You're under constant stress. And sometimes just for no reason. You wake up and go to sleep stressed out, man.
You know, you worked hard all day, then you got your neighbors, you know, banging up on the, you know, middle of the night, you know, waking you up out of your sleep. You know, you over here having a panic attack. You know, because you live in an apartment building.
Bro, like it's that bad. It's a chick at my job, bro. I forget. I think she's like Filipino or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she has like a big ass house, and she told me she's scared to sleep in her house because her husband died. So she's in that big ass house by herself. So she sleeps at work on break, bro. So she got this big ass house that she can't even sleep in because she's afraid to be by herself. But this is a harsh place because, like you said, everything about this place is oppressive. You're being oppressed in your house. People are oppressed by their kids, by their wife. Then you go outside, and you getting oppressed. If you got a house, you got the HOA. You know, you got your managers. You know, you work at some jobs, brother, that have to deal with demon managers, co-workers that's fucking with you. You know, you got all these bills. That shit. We're at a point now to where you're living just to pay bills. You can't even enjoy life, man.
You're actually behind.
Yeah, hey, niggas have to plan a whole year in advance to go on a vacation that's more than a week.
Mm-hmm.
Got precept.
Yeah, man.
This is Proverbs 11 and 10. It says, "When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting," because essentially the wicked is the source for all the problems we see right now on the earth.
Yeah, bro.
And it says, "The blessing of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked." You see, because the scriptures say that you know, his tongue walks through the earth. You know, so essentially this man has the earth being ran in unrighteous policies. You know, like it says in Isaiah the 10th chapter. You know, pretty much going into those unrighteous decrees, you know.
Yeah, and that's when to chime in, that shows you that the Lord has to set everything in order, just like He did during the time of Egypt. He's going to set the Heavenly Father's chosen line, the house of David, the throne of David is being reestablished for your very eyes.
Right.
And those who repent, and have the mindset to, and not want to be here anymore, because that's what the Lord is really trying you. Who really wants to be here? Who really wants to be in Babylon? Well, we don't want to be here, and we show that Yahweh Shema Shai constantly to the best of our abilities through our actions by doing the works of evangelists, go out there on the highways and hedges preaching the word, being instant in season, out of season, right? Doing the sit down lessons, constantly praying to the Lord, chanting down Babylon just as we did during the times of Jericho, for the Lord to bring this place down.
I got put it for you. This is Hebrews 13 and 14. For here have we no continual city, but we seek one to come.
Yeah, we don't have any continual city. As you can see, you stay in this one place for a year, they raise the rent on you. You can no longer afford to live here, so you have to get pushed out. You have to move somewhere else. Things are getting outrageously high. Crime is coming to your city, so you gotta move because you're unsafe there. So here we have no continuous city. Here in Babylon the Great, it's not meant for our city to just continue on here forever. No, but we seek one to come, the kingdom of heaven. It's going to be an everlasting kingdom. That's what we're fighting for.
Right, because like I said, you got Jake fighting, trying to continue this kingdom. All right. 8 years ago, you had Trump was in office.
Yeah, about 4 years ago, but Joe Biden beat him. So 8 years was the start of his reign.
Yeah. So 8 years ago, when Trump was in office, you had all our people crying and complaining about how they wanted Trump out the office because he's racist. He don't care about our people. So they get him out. They get Biden nasty ass in. Biden has ran this country to the damn ground, and now you got our people they're so pissed at Biden that they want Trump back, man. You got blacks for Trump, black women for Trump. When y'all was mad 8 years ago, this nigga was on camera talking about grabbing by the pussy. Trump was this villain that everybody hated, but now that Biden's in office, now everybody wants him back. But they're fighting for a country that they see is failing, and here it is, we're out here telling you that the Lord is about to bring the kingdom of heaven on earth that's going to bring forth righteousness, and you stupid niggas don't want it. You rather stay here and be oppressed, man.
Yeah.
That's why it says, hey, is Israel a homeborn servant? Why is he spoiled, roughly paraphrasing, man? Because Jake is void of understanding.
Yeah.
You know?
I got something for you.
Go ahead.
Job 30 and 8, it says, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were valor than the earth.
Right, and that's the rules of this world. The Edomite, the so-called white man. This nigga should have never been allowed to rule. Okay? Because like I said, he's the basis of men. When you look at the way that these niggas run things, it makes absolute no sense, man. Okay? This nigga literally is poisoning the very earth that he has to live on. Alright? Destroying the very servants that he needs to run his kingdom. Okay? Trusting in fucking technology that he shows you in his movies that if they were allowed to continue, it's going to take him over and enslave him. But yeah, this is what this nigga wants the world to be like, man. You know? And the most important reason why he's a vile base man is because he despises the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah, which are the ways of life, man. You know?
Verse 9, going into I say Jake is dumbed down, and now am I their song. Yea, I am their byword.
Man, these Edomites look down on Jake. When we're the ones that truly are the special ones in the earth, man. Alright? We are the reason that the earth continues to thrive, man. You know, and what little capacity and the low capacity it does now, man. You know? But Esau has made a whole living off of fucking, disparaging Jake, profiting off Jake, but the narrative of niggas are stupid monkeys has made America pretty much thrive. IQ, when you go into where the whole thing of IQ comes from, they literally would go and go measure a slave that they almost beat to death and measure their skull and be like, look, they can't be smart. They have dents in their brain, but nigga, you just beat that man's ass.
Yeah.
You know, that's where IQ comes. That's why they'll sit there and say niggas are stupid.
Yeah. Intelligence quotient.
Yeah.
IQ.
But then you have the same criminals that you call stupid can form a fucking debate club and go and debate these damn Ivy League Edomites and make them look stupid.
I got something. This is Sirach 10:2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are all his officers. In what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So you see that, really, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are a byproduct of your king. And your king today, as you told when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, that you have no king but Caesar. You have no king but Caesar. That is your king. Because you want to continue here in Babylon, you want to come up and debate us about who Jesus Christ is. And that's your God. Well, that's the God of the Edomites, and you're joining hand in hand with them. You're going to be destroyed right along with them.
Yeah.
You fall into the trap that this man has laid for us. But by the mercies of the Heavenly Father, we've been uplifted, and that's why they're trying to come up with such great opposition to stop this word, because the truth of Yahweh Shema Shah is the biggest threat to the NWO. Them continuing forward in their kingdom.
Yeah. Because under the guise of Jesus Christ, all right, Esau has conditioned you niggas to pretty much, rebel against the Most High, man. Okay? Because the narrative that Jesus Christ pushes through Christianity pretty much tells you that you can be your own God, you can do whatever you want, and they call it, the New Age version of do as thou wilt, and tell you to come as thou art. You could be a complete demon, and all you gotta do is just call on Jesus Christ, and the Lord will just forget everything you did, man. All right, nigga, then traffic the whole fucking village of kids, sold drugs all across the fucking planet, pop all types of little boys, little girls, people's wives. You could be the most wickedest person on the earth. And all you gotta do is just call on JC, and that's the end of all things, man. Now you're gonna make it to the kingdom of heaven, man. That's not how it works, man.
I got one more precept, and then brothers can grab yours. It says verse 10, Sirach 10:10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that today is a king, tomorrow shall die. That physician being Yahweh Shai, he's gonna come back and fix up the planet Earth. He's gonna cut off that long disease. Esau had his time. That's what like the brothers. The American dream is over. The Babylonian dream is over. You had your time. There's a time and season for everything. You got your time. It's over now. The party is over. Thus saith this article, as you have fallen out of the top 20 happiest countries to live. They mean the party is ending. It's time to wrap it up. So Yahweh Shai is coming to cut this man out, and tomorrow you're going to be no more remembrance. When the kingdom of heaven is established, the seed of evildoers shall no more be renowned.
Real quick, Ecclesiastes 7:8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
That's right, and we're the patient in spirit. Why these men are making plans, continue the NWO, the Most High is laughing at them, right? We're the patient in the spirit. We're patiently waiting for the Lord to reveal, Yahweh Shai, it shall come back with a band of angels from heaven. Yeah. That's what we're patiently waiting for this king to be thrown down. And, that's what Isaiah 47 is talking about.
Yeah.
That's what Yahweh Shai is coming back to do.
Yeah. But the main point I want to get in that was it says better is the end of the thing than the beginning thereof, because while these people are lamenting on how Babylon is falling, we're rejoicing because we're finally witnessing what we've been longing for, which is the destruction of this wicked ass kingdom. So it's a blessing to be able to witness the fall of Babylon the Great, man. All right, which is why the Lord has now commanded us to go and prophesy against this place. Jeremiah 28:8, man. The Lord has set up prophets that always will be sent out right before a kingdom will be judged, man. And so America, Babylon the Great is no different, which is why we're out here, proclaiming these great words against this great city, man. You got it, Rob.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 21. It says, go up against the land of Marathayim, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pakwawad, waste and utterly destroy after them, saith the Lord, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. So it says, go up against the land of Marathayim, which that word Marathayim goes into double rebellion. You see, but Mara also goes into bitter, and that represents America. So it says, and against the inhabitants of Pakwawad, which that means visitation. I'm going to, it says, it says, a people in Babylonian army and a tribe in southeast Babylonia bordering Elam, so pretty much going to Babylon, which that word again goes into visitation. So the Lord is visiting American Babylon the Great, which is starting with, exposing this place, and it's going to get destroyed with the ICBMs. You want to keep going to 23?
Yeah, if I may add, how you say exposing this place, because once you expose someone's plans, you really, you make them pivot.
Yeah.
You make them halt, what they were doing, because now they have to rethink strategy. That's why the scripture says the counsel of the forward, which is the wicked, is carried headlong, hastily without thinking. It's very sloppy. You can see the candidates. Really, what Esau Edom, what he's pushing forward, it sometimes makes no goddamn sense. How is he going to really implement this into society unless, he's got, a weapon to the back of your dome saying, comply or obey or be put down. And that's what's going to have to happen. He's going to come with great wrath, because he knows that he have but a short time. That's going to be the answer to bringing the NWO. There has to be blood in the streets of Babylon the Great. That's the only way he's going to really be able to implement it, because his plans have been exposed by the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's why we're urging, that's why the scriptures have commanded you to repent.
Yeah.
You brothers got it.
That's why Esau's allowing, society pretty much to spiral out of control. All right, because he's going to allow things to get so bad to where he's going to implement martial law, which is going to enforce, order in the land, but also that martial law is going to quell any forms of rebellion. This is why he's flooding UN troops in here, disguised as immigrants. This is why he's pretty much, decriminalizing certain, crimes to bring forth, a reason to say that this is the order that we need, man. But none of this would really be needed if he was the true Israelites like he said he was. Peace would be in the earth, but that shows you he's not. All right, because look at the world. You got that.
Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Yeah, and Babylon has, been cut asunder because this place has been, is being destroyed from the inside out. Okay, because the very thing that, Babylon is pushing out to pretty much weaken the nations, they're not realizing that it has already taken root and it's corroding, the inside of this place as well. Okay, because example, dealing with the Mo agenda, all right, you're making, this Mo thing so polarizing here. All right, you're seeing in the time of war right now, all right, you're in need of troops, and everybody's Mo's. And now you got these Gen Zers saying, look, we don't want to go fight because majority of the people here are Mo's. So your military age men that you need to go fight for wars, they're not up to the task anymore, man. Which is why they're implementing the draft, and they're telling you that both men and women are going to be drafted and sent over there to fight, in these wars, man. And another reason, it says how the hammer of the earth is cut asunder and broken because through the pride that these Edomites have taken as they look down on the rest of the nation, they don't realize that the rest of the world has caught up and damn near, some have surpassed, him and their nuclear technology, man. All right, because the downfall of Babylon is going to be through thermonuclear fire, man, when these nations shoot off their missiles on this place.
Yeah, because now Russia and China have these hydrogen missiles, which these missiles can actually shot into the outer atmosphere, and when they're shot up, they don't come down immediately like a normal missile. they're able to sit in the heavens for a time until it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that time is when the height of World War III, and Yahushua, you know, at the very same day, Yahushua is gonna make his second return. You know, so those missiles right there are you know are damn near not they're not able to be stopped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not able. There's no way. There is no defense system, you know, to put in play.
Yeah. But it shows you it's the judgment of the Lord, man. All right. You can't stop prophecy, and prophecy detail, like you brought out earlier, the destruction of Babylon, man, because it's time for this place to be uprooted. You know? You got going.
This is Isaiah 47:1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
And I mean that dust represents confusion, you know, our state of mourning. And why does it say come down? Because you have been lifted up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just as Jerusalem was lifted up into the heavens, it's a Capernaum which are lifted up to the heavens. You know, in Matthew's 11th chapter. Same thing with Babylon. You have been lifted up. You're at the height of your rulership. You know, but it's time for you to come down, be brought low. Like what they said, sit down and be humble. You know, so come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. And why does it count as a virgin daughter of Babylon? Because what? This place has never known war.
Yeah.
You know, there's the 9 to the 1 to the 111, right? That's a whole that was implemented by your own government, right? As a justification of them spying on you, right? What was the act called? The Patriot Act.
Yeah, Patriot Act.
You know,
Well,
so
they revised it, and
Mhm.
it's another form of it, which made it even more totalitarian.
that's right. And they're already look these chips that you have in your phone. You know, they store all your memory, and then what they know exactly who has these devices. So they have a profile with all your data, you know, via these chips in your phone that's being stored. You know, but they want to put these these chips inside of you. You know, which is a MOT to the B. You got it, brother.
Isaiah 47 in the latter, 47:1. "Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans,
Mm-hmm.
but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate."
Yeah, the old daughter of the Chaldeans, you know, and you know those were the you know when you read Daniel, the Chaldeans were what the wise men of Babylon, you know the witches and warlocks, the soothsayers, you know. So those who counsel the leaders, you know, who are the wise men of the society of the banking elites, you know, they're gonna be brought low. You no longer be called tender and delicate. Yeah, brother.
Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the thigh. So make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
That's right. So this man, you know, the skirt is being lifted up. You know, and it's seen that this man is, you know, he has some dirty secrets. You know, dealing with I believe it's Ronald Reagan. He passed this Food Act, you know, to make food affordable, you know, for American people. But that was a justification of them bringing in all this cheaper food, all these cheaper produce. You know, these cheaper ingredients is that you put in your food that have been destroying your body all the way from when this guy was, you know, in office.
Yeah, it's many more.
Yeah, I mean,
The fact, like a good example, you know, the fact that America was founded on Freemasonry. So all the presidents, you know, they're all witches and warlocks, man.
yeah, you know, the secret society, you know, which is no longer a secret, the society behind everything that's ruling in shadows and darkness. Like, what was that book called, bro? Alien Barra?
Silent weapons for secret wars.
Yeah, silent weapons for secret wars. You know, the elites have taken it upon themselves to say it's up to us to rule this world, you know, with an iron hand. You know, and the sheeple, you know, and we're going to do with them as we will. You know, but they didn't consider that they had the sons of God, you know, which they didn't consider that the power of the sons of God, Yahweh Shema Shai, will eventually rise up and defend us again. and stop their wicked plans. Because this earth is given to Yahweh Shai for him to rule. You got it, right?
Isaiah 47 and 3. It says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man."
That's right, and that's Yahweh Shai. He says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. So he's going to uncover the nakedness of these Edomites via the servants of prophets.
And that's what's happening now.
That's what's happening now. That's right, brother. It says, thy shame shall be seen. So everyone is seeing the shame of these Edomites. Everyone's calling out these elites, man. Every Edomites on social media, everyone's on social media calling this devil out. That's why you got Christians saying that JC is going to come back and stop the Illuminati. Because everyone just knows there's no way these guys win. There's no way. And it's Yahweh Shai that's going to come back and stop the plans of the elite. See, that's Yahweh Shai who's not going to meet them as a man. He's going to come back with his angelic power, and he's going to, in his glory, and he's going to destroy Babylon in 1 hour.
Isaiah 47 and 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
The Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies. So the Lord he's the King of kings, and he's the King of the heavenly armies, right? He's the captain of the Lord of hosts, right? He's gonna come back with a band of angels, right? And they're gonna subdue the earth in righteousness. You got it.
Verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, where thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
That's right, because this man's about to come out of power. As you can see, this place is, losing its credibility really Babylon's become a laughing stock. You constantly got the Australian news mocking them, and what the hell was that presidential debate all about?
Bro, they was talking about golf. From what I seen, I didn't even watch it, but they said they were talking about golf, and then, like I said, both of these presidents are jokes. The fact that Joe Biden is the face of America, and just videos of this nigga falling on everything, this nigga falling off the bike, falling going up the plane, falling coming out the plane. This nigga can't form a complete sentence. This nigga be talking in mid-sentence, forget what the hell he was saying.
Walking up to little girls and, trying to grab her up. And
This place is a joke, man.
Babylon is through. Look at them Edomites. You don't want that dude inside your house. Like, come on, yo. You don't want no Joe Biden inside your house. If you had a night, that's a demon.
Hey, but you had them dumb niggas up in Raleigh. They went to cookout with this nigga and had him in his house eating, smiling on his face and shit.
God damn. You was anything else?
Verse 6 says, I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand.
Yeah, he has given us into thine hand. But now he's raising up the prophets that let my people go that they may serve me. And the elect are coming out of there, right? But 2/3 of our people are going to be left therein to be destroyed. You got it?
Thou didst shew them no mercy upon the ancient, hast thou very, very heavily laid thy yoke.
Yeah, what's the retirement age? Like 78?
Yeah, they just raised it.
You supposed to retire, highest 7. You 7 years old.
Bro, you ain't gonna make that. The way niggas been dying lately, bro, these people ain't gonna make it to 70. Cause you gotta work. Man, my grandmother is quote unquote retired. And she barely, I'm not gonna say she barely making it. She good, but these elderly should be living comfortable, man. They shouldn't have no bills. They should be able to live out there, what is it, like wonder years, what they call it.
The wonder years.
Yeah, you got people at my job right now that's in their 60s, 70s, working a fucking warehouse job, bro.
Bro, you got brothers, grandmas still going to work, You got all these elderly people who are still working here in Babylon the Great. This man has heavily laid the yoke upon them.
Hey, that shit never ended. Just like how they were working on the plantation, where they pretty much work you till you drop. This is how it is in America. This is how this place is oppressive, man. We wanted that earlier. You got it.
that movie In Time shows a good example of that.
Great example.
You know, dudes was just dropping, and then people still punching the clock.
Hey, but that go to show you that this is how Esau wants it now. You know, this is what the New World Order. That's a good example of how they want the New World Order, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro.
Isaiah 47:7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever,
Mm-hmm.
so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart,
Yeah.
You don't consider the latter end, but you're gonna say that. So
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Mm-hmm. Like the Lord set them in a slippery place. You know, they're not on a stable foundation. They believe they are, you know, but the Most High has set them in a slippery place to where they're gonna fall. They're gonna stumble and fall once they make their move against the elect of Yahweh by Shema Shai. You know, once they make their move against the Lord's elect, you know, as the scripture tells us in Revelation 12:17, they went to make war with the remnant of their seed that keep the commandments of Yahweh by Shema Shai. You know, and have the testimony. You see, that's when they're gonna lose. That's when the Lord's gonna lift up that standard. You know, and the Lord's gonna cause them to. That's why we always read how the day of the Lord, how the power shall stand in fear. The powers of the earth are the ones who are trying to bring these plans, but in the midst of their plans that they're trying to establish, they're going to stand in fear because of the things that Yahweh Shema Shai, the new signs and wonders, the Most High is going to be showing in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So this man really thinks he's going to be, he said that I am, and that there is none else beside me. The Most High is going to show you who he is. You know, just as he did in the book of Daniel, and many other accounts in the scriptures. You know, you're testing the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, and it's that name is proven. And you're basically calling the Lord out to battle, to war with him. You know, and you're gonna lose that battle. Any more, brother?
Isaiah 47:8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures,
Mm-hmm.
that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Yeah, you know, and that's the spirit of Babylon the Great, to dwell carelessly, you know. And, you know, of course, that's going into, you know, Esau, you know, this man doesn't even have a adequate defense system, you know. This man, you know, has gone all on the offense, conquering, you know, trying to rape, rob, and pillage the planet Earth.
Yeah, he's promised himself too thin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here it is, you and everybody's shit. But then you're literally getting invaded as we speak, and there's no defense here, man.
Yeah, you've been given great power, but not, you know, power that the Israelites are going to be able, that have been given to really beat these nations and even subdue them, you know, and to completely take them out of power.
Nah, Esau running around like Super Mario when you get that damn star, and the music's about to stop. And you
Yeah.
go back to normal.
No, literally.
I got a quick precept off that verse. This is Revelation 18:7.
Mm-hmm.
It says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart,
Yeah.
I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Yeah. It says something about loss of children. That was the one we just read, right?
Yeah.
So what? It's saying that we're never going to come into a state of mourning. We're not going to know what it feels to lose. You know, because it was crazy during, you know, when they had the last Donald Trump versus Joe Biden election, they were saying while you're over there arguing, you know, over there in the Middle East, they were getting bombed. You know, the article came out, RT News did it. Of course, they deleted the article. You know, they basically shadow banned them. You know, here in America, you had people getting pulled out of the rubbles. You know, during those times. But those wolves are coming to a city near you. You know, the people here think they can't be touched as long as they keep grinding, hustling. You niggas need to start getting ready for war.
Yeah, and like I said, that's the problem with this, because hey, there's no soldiers for these people. That's why they're gonna have to do a mandatory draft, because they've made their own people weak here. You know, so you're gonna see a lot of people die. You know, that's supposed to be here defending the Babylon, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yours got it. Any more? Or everybody's good?
Isaiah 47:9. But these two things shall come to thee a moment in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
That's right. Because of the great abundance of thy enchantments. You know, because of all the wickedness you've put forth in the earth, you know, trying to, control the minds of the people. The Lord's going to bring a judgment onto you for these things, especially when you're trying to rule them in wickedness. That's the point of a government, to govern the minds of the people, but you're doing it in wickedness. You know? So you're going to know how it feels to have the loss of children and widowhood. You know, go ask these widowers, you know, how they feel. You know, go ask a man how it feels when he loses his children. You know? That's
Hey,
going to be you.
Good example, go ask them African continent that you done fucking bled dry. You know, the so-called Middle Eastern countries like Iraq, Pakistan, like you said, they're over there getting bombed and shit. Go ask them how it feels to be destitute, because you're going to know how that feels very soon, man.
That's right.
You Americans.
Verse 10. Thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee.
Yep. That wisdom and thy knowledge has perverted thee. You know, this man thought, you know, since he done set up cameras everywhere, he thought he was the only one that was able to spy on them. They set up the World Wide Web to watch the people. Now that World Wide Web is being used to expose you.
Speak against you.
You know, to speak against you, to bring out the plans that you have against humanity. You know, these are the crimes that this man's have committed crimes against humanity. You know, starting with the sons of God. You know, the chosen people on the planet Earth. You know, everything has its purpose. You know, and you're messing with the livestock of Yahweh Shem Shai being these heathen nations.
That's right.
You know, you're messing with Yahweh Shai's inheritance. You know?
Shit, you're messing with your house shot, man. Cause there was a video that came out years ago, Elder Ashiyar, you know, he had posted it on one of his old pages that got clipped, but it was going into how these elites are purposely doing these things to force Yahweh Shai back onto the earth, man. You know, because like I said, they think they're able to destroy, you know, Yahweh Shai, but they're gravely mistaken.
All right. And then Yahweh Shai might come down off the throne in the heavens and lose.
Right, they think they're going to be able to get them like they did 2,000 years ago. And you got to understand, that's pride in that, because like Yahweh Shai told Pontius Pilate, you only have power that my Father has given you. He allowed you to put him to death, man. You know? So when he comes back this time, how we read in the beginning, he's not going to meet thee as a man. He's coming back as that roaring lion to devour. Alright? And it says in Revelation 19, man, he's taking all the kings' their crowns off their head, man. You know, he's going to be the true winner of this game of King of the Hill, man. You know?
The latter of verse 10, Isaiah 47:10. Thou hast said in thine heart, I am and none else beside me.
Right, you ain't God, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You are the basis of men, like you read in that Job. Okay? Daniel 4:17, man.
Yeah.
The Lord gave you, base man, the kingdom. And he gonna take it. Because we seen how you have abused this power that you have been given. Alright? So the Lord's he's gonna greatly humble your bitch ass whenever he comes back, man. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it riseth.
Man, we're beginning to see that now, man. Look at the plague that Babylon's being hit with, man. Hey, we're in the midst of a fucking heat wave, man. You know? You had, you know, different things. You had all these diseases that's coming out. And you had a report over, in Houston? And they burning down there, man. You know, literally. Hey, all these STDs that's going on, man. You know? What else? You know, you had different invasions of these different, like, locusts, and you had the murder hornets a few years back. You know? Now you're seeing, you know, different diseases, bird flu, mad cow disease, you know, these are plagues, these are evil the Lord defended. You know, blackouts.
And this is really only the beginning.
Exactly.
You know, the Lord said he's going to smite Egypt as he did with plagues before.
That's right.
You know, like, Jake really, you know, the elect, they're getting their minds ready for this harsh time, but these things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
That's right.
You know, the Lord is really going to show his power in the earth, you know. to where these heathens, the kings of the heathens, the elites, that have all the power, they're gonna be equivalent. They're gonna be very afraid in their bunkers. They're gonna be very afraid when Yahweh Shai comes back, when these plagues are going forth in the earth.
Isaiah 47:11, in the latter it says, "And mischief shall come, mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off,
Right.
and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know."
Right, because there it is, you're forcing all this chaos, and you think that when you issue martial law, you're going to be able to, control all this, but the Lord is going to allow it to get so bad to where you're going to lose control of the situation, and they know that resistance is going to come for that MOTB, but they're not going to be able to handle it like they think they are, man, but this is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, beginning to checkmate you, Go ahead.
Verse 12, "Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail."
Yeah, because as we went into earlier, I said that knowledge has perverted them, because we know that Esau is fully tapped in on that left-hand side, man. All right, he's taking the counsel from the spiritual demon Satan, and he's been using this to pretty much go forward with his plans. But as we're seeing now, hey, Satan, he's not answering like he once was, man. Because we understand Satan's a double agent for the Lord, and these powers that you had at one point, they're waning.
Yeah, Satan's gonna turn on you.
Right, and this is why you're seeing these devils becoming more overt with what their plans are, because that power that they had, it's not there anymore. They were able to act in secret back then because they were at the height. But now we're at the point where they have to be more overt, more in your face, because the more out there they are with it, the more power that they'll get at this stage, man.
Yeah, they show you in a lot of these demonic TV shows and movies and animes, those who put their power on, those that put their trust in left-handed energy, if they fail the task, that left-handed energy turns on them. And Esau most definitely is going to fail the task. So them spirits on the left hand that you've been dibbling dabbling with, they're going to turn on you. They're going to torment you. They're going to bring, the Lord's going to use them to bring plagues upon your society.
And they know that. That's why when they was messing with that CERN machine, just like what happened in Babylon, that happened to them. When they saw that right on the wall, many tekel upharsin, you have been found wanting, which means that you're lacking. You're lacking what, man? The morality of the truth, man.
Yeah, you've been waiting the balance.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 13, "Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee."
Because they dabble and dabble in astrology. They're saying that this is the time of the Aquarius. And start of 2024 is supposed to be this, new age of, enlightenment. Where they're able to bring forth and establish their plans. The new age of enlightenment is going to be Yahweh Shai coming back and hitting the reset button.
Right.
That's when people are going to be enlightened. With the true knowledge of Yahweh Shai, with how the heavens, are truly dictate how the earth is going to be ran in righteousness.
Right, but none of these witches and warlocks have the power to offset and negate prophecy, man. This is why you had that one operation they had called Project Looking Glass, which was that supercomputer that was able to pretty much kind of, look into the future, and they pretty much found out that no matter what they tried to do to change the scenario, the ending was always the same. How the place was going to be destroyed and it was going to fail.
Yep, and they also understood that the quality of life was going to be real low during these times that we're in now. Quality of life is at an all-time low. Once again, that's why America has dropped out the 20 happiest places to live on the planet Earth.
This is the worst place to go to in the world, man, and everybody's starting to realize that.
And that's why everyone's fleeing back to their own country.
Yeah.
People during 2020, there was an exodus election. Where people were exiting this place because of the election, because of the choices. People really don't want to stay here now with all these so-called migrants coming in, you know, doing all manner of acts of evil, you know, to the people here, you know.
These niggas is tripping. They raping little girls. They
Mhm.
stealing people's property. They killing people. Yo, these niggas, but these are criminals that are letting over here. A lot of these people are coming out to find out that they were top level criminals in their country that they came from, man. You know, like you said, these people want to get out of this country, man. You know, this is why you're seeing everybody trying to, go on plane and cruise out this bitch, man.
Yeah, that's why you see me. That's why you see just that's why you see some people moving too,
Yeah.
because cities around America are dying.
Yep.
Esau will have a research facility, you know, set up in your town, get people hooked on drugs, you know, have a rehabilitation center they'll build in your town, have people come from a different state, you know, and then once they fill out the program, now they're living in your city, you know, as a bum, you know, strung out on drugs, you know. So this man has systematically destroyed, you know, not only his country but the whole world. You guys got any more on that?
Isaiah 47:14.
There we go.
Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
And what's the stubble? Stubble is what's left over after a fire has gone out. And that's what you're going to become. You're going to become stubble. You're not going to be able to escape that nuclear fire. That's the flame that's coming. In the chariots of fire that's going to come from the so-called UFOs that your military is reporting about, telling you that they're 1,000 years ahead of you in technology. You look up to when, you know, I believe like now 1,000 years ago they were, you know, the type of weaponry they had, you know. So take the weaponry they have now, you know, and you know go fight the people that was here 1,000 years ago fighting. Watch how easily you win. You know, you got it.
Verse 15. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee.
That's right. None's gonna be able to save. No one's gonna Esau either. You can't be saved. You can't be. No one can give you the counsel and wisdom to get you out of this place. You done gone too far. You might as well come out ready to surrender. You know. But just as Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, hardened the heart of Pharaoh, He's hardening your hearts to where you actually think you're going to be able to win. I got one more precept. This is Revelations chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, and the stars of heaven fell onto the earth, even as a fig casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. Right, the fall of Eve, right, these nuclear missiles, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, right, those are the mushroom clouds from these missiles, and every mountain and every island were moved out of their place, right, Scripture described when these missiles come as a great earthquake in Revelation 11, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, right? So the elites are going to have, they're already going into these underground bunkers in the mountains, these different hidden places of the earth, because waiting out of this great calling that they're going to bring. Really it's Yahweh Shema Shai is going to bring these things. Mm-hmm. It says, and said unto the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sits on the throne, right, the Heavenly Father Yahweh, and from the wrath of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai. You see, for the great day of his wrath has come, and who shall be able to stand? So who's going to be able to stand? When they really see Yahweh Shai, here it is, like brothers going to, they're provoking Yahweh Shai. When they're provoking Yahweh by Shema Shai, when they really, see this power, it's going to be too much for them. Just like in the time of Pharaoh, it was too much for him. You know, Moses' staff, when it turned into a serpent, it devoured the staffs of the Egyptians. You know, that turned their staffs into serpents, showing that they had, that Yahweh Shema Shai had the greater power. You know, so that's all I pretty much have to say. So with that, you know, Lord's willing, you're edified. You know, just going into how, you know, Babylon the Great is through. You know, the American dream is dead. You know, there is no forwarding of this place, because thus saith the Holy Scriptures, the Lord is going to come and completely eradicate this kingdom from off the four corners of the earth. You know, with that, we're going to give close out giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Karkwadash. Double honors to the apostle knows a great millstone for teaching us, and we're saying truth according to the Bible well, and peace and blessings so afflict the nation of Israel. Next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.